Once upon a time, in a small, parched village, there lived a poor farmer named Kieran. His life was a struggle, spent toiling on a small patch of land that he had inherited from his father. The land was dry and hard, barely yielding enough to feed him and his family. Year after year, Kieran would plant seeds and pray for rain, but the rains were never enough. And when they did come, they often brought floods that washed away his crops, leaving him empty-handed. Kieran had a small mud hut where he lived with his wife, Mina, and their 2 children. Every day, he woke up before sunrise, working until sunset, hoping that his hard work would one day change their lives. But as the years passed, poverty held on tighter. They ate simple meals of rice and lentils, and there were nights when even that was too much to hope for. One year, the drought was particularly bad. The wells in the village ran dry, and the ground was as hard as stone. The villagers held a meeting and decided to abandon their homes to search for a better life elsewhere. But Kieran couldn't bear to leave the land his father had cherished. With nothing left to lose, he stayed behind, hoping that fortune might still favor him. One day, while digging in his field, Kieran hit something hard. With excitement, he dug deeper, revealing a small, ancient-looking pot. He opened it, and to his amazement, it was filled with old silver coins. Kieran felt a surge of hope and disbelief. He rushed home to show his family, and for the first time in years, they saw a light at the end of their dark tunnel. With his newfound treasure, Kieran invested in his farm. He bought better seeds, a sturdy plow, and even hired a few workers to help him. Over time, the dry, barren land transformed into a thriving farm. His crops grew strong and tall, yielding more than he had ever dreamed. Soon, Kieran's farm became one of the most productive in the village, and he was able to share his success with others. Though he was no longer poor, Kieran remained humble and generous. He never forgot the hardship he had endured, and he used his fortune to help the other farmers in the village. His journey from poverty to prosperity inspired everyone, and his story became a legend, reminding all that even in the darkest times, a glimmer of hope can